This arm, doesn't look like anything else in the market, and that's the point of design. We always try and rethink and innovate wherever we can. Everything from the way the pockets are machined to how we encapsulate the logo in a raised pocket to where the Catapult and logo's engraved, so you actually see it when you're underneath the car. All these elements really add up into a product that is obviously incomparable to anything else in the market, but it just takes PST and your car to a whole nother level.
My name is Zach Cantor. I'm the Director of Product Design at PST. When you look at the GM platforms like the A body and the B body, they use what's called a triangulated four-link setup. And what that is it's a set of lower trailing arms that are opposing a set of upper trailing arms. From the factory, the GM engineers never could have anticipated the type of loads that we're putting on these cars today. A combination of high horsepower and torque and tires that are just far superior to anything they could have imagined. So what sort of a lot of people have come up with is a fabricated steel arm, which is phenomenally strong, but they're putting a polyurethane bushing in the end of it. This allows you to put a tremendous amount of power to the ground, but unfortunately, because polyurethane bushing is not compliant, as you're going around a corner and the axle is moving throughout the range of motion, you might encounter a situation called snap oversteer. And that's unwanted steering input, and as we all know, that's something that you don't want around a turn, especially on a racetrack or especially on the street. The solution we developed is an innovative spherical bearing called the Alu-Max Pivot Joint that we use on both ends of our trailing arm. It's a spherical bearing that utilizes a very lightweight 70-75 aerospace grade aluminum spherical ball, and it rides on two low friction Delrin races. The assembly can articulate up to 30 degrees to allow the axle to move freely and linearly throughout the normal operating range, eliminating those binding situations encountered with the polyurethane or with the rubber bushings.
With weight as a concern, a fabricated steel arm design was off the table. We settled on an aerospace grade of 6061 aluminum, and then it's heat treated to a grade of a T6 temper. Machining it out of a single block of aluminum called billet aluminum construction gave us a design that was exponentially stronger than the stock steel part at a fraction of the weight of our competitor's fabricated steel arm. The billet construction also gave us the flexibility to make an incredibly sleek design that'll look great under any high-performance car.
I've been a drag racer since the late 70s and know all about the high performance market. When you got tires that are 13, 14, 15 inches wide on the back of your car and you got a 700-800 horsepower motor and you're dropping the hammer on that from the starting line and the car's twisting and doing all kind of gyrations under you, you can be sure that a product like this will handle anything you put to it and get you down to the finish line with a quick ET. The manufacturing process is controlled by a piece of software called Mastercam. The model has specific features on it in the form of chamfers and radii, different depths and steps, bore diameters. There's some threading on this particular part, and those processes are dictated by me through the software to drive the cutting tools to machine the metal to that shape. When you look under the car and see a quality product like this with a PST logo on, you know that there's a shop that has quality in mind and a guy like me that's pouring his heart out into the machining process to build these arms.
When you're building a performance GM muscle car and you're far exceeding the expectations of what those original GM engineers ever could have imagined, you want to run the ultimate trailing arm, and that's what we think we've developed. We've taken all the best ingredients, which is lightweight, bind-free articulation, provision for a rear sway bar mount, and phenomenal stiffness, and we've wrapped it up in a cosmetically superior package that's just incomparable to anything else out on the market.